Welcome to my playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Previously, we were sent on a mission to deliver a message to one of the lords with Sir Hans, and we were camping by the pond. Our team got ambushed. Henry and Hans managed to escape, but they got really badly injured, and we got saved by an old lady who was an alchemist healer lady who lived in the woods, and she managed to heal us. So we just woke up. We don't have any of our items or anything like that, and Hans also recovered, so we have to go and talk to him and see where everything goes. We do not have mud and pebbles, so yeah. things are bad, but we are at least okay.
That is, almost. Look who's finally up! Henry!
Hi.
Come and join us!
Okay, let's, do I just sit? Oh, okay.
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well,
Yep. There was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
yeah.
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleyov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double.
It was
As I recall,
3?
there were 2.
Yeah, 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles.
Yes.
So I'll save myself a few
Cutie.
groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
It was shot in the butt. Arrow in the butt.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get
So
inside and open
dramatic.
the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was.
Actually,
But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
literally.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, how did he... Thanks. Let's just... Yeah, let's ask him.
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck.
Adrenaline?
We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falchion and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trosky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bożena,
She's so nice.
I don't know how to thank you for all this.
She saved
But
us.
I do.
Man.
Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade. We can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bożena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble.
It's a safe potion.
It's
I love
not
how
all that
they
hard to brew.
explain
With a bit
it.
of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana.
Nice.
This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
There's one detail that one of you mentioned in the comments, which I found so cool, that the main potion that the healer lady used on us was actually a respec potion from previous game, which is why we lost all of our skills and everything, which I found to be such a cool detail. We got injured, of course, and that was also a reason, but it was a respec potion, and it's so cool. I
Sorry
love
for coming
that.
late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady
Queen?
hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, We've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Let's talk to them before we talk to Hans, because I guess that's
Good
going
day
to
to
progress
Yeah,
the mission.
yeah. Greetings.
Are you managing here all right?
We don't complain. We mostly live off the woods, and when we need something else, we buy it or get it from the villagers. Mostly, I weave baskets. And me and Ma brew ointments and potions. Then I go around the villages selling them, or I barter them for stuff we need. Sometimes folk come here to us, when it's something serious.
How come you live here and not in the village?
Oh, that's hard to explain. It's just the way things turned out. And Ma and... look, that's our affair, and we won't talk about it. Sorry.
Sure.
Is anything interesting happening around these parts?
Them bandits is riding roughshod over the place. It's about time Lord von Burgau rousted them out. But I reckon you know something about that, huh?
You got that right.
And there's to be a big wedding. Young Lord Semin's gonna marry the daughter of the bailiff of Troskowitz, Thrush. That's the biggest thing happening. Apart from that... A band of nomads turned up here. They got a camp somewhere down by the pond.
Little gossip.
You said you'd shoot arrows at the Cumans. You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trosky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down. But that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin. Take care then.
Well done. I got rid of that corpse for you.
God bless you, Henry. Thank you kindly. I'll sleep easier now, and when Ignatius the Gravedigger comes by, I'll get him to take care of the rest.
Let's see. I just want to exhaust all of the...
Henry, we've got to get to the castle before dark.
Yeah, just give me a second. I want to talk to everyone.
Can you tell me something about these parts?
What can I say? The village of Sheleov is nearby,
What?
and close to it there's a big traveller's inn. And to the north of Sheleov is Tachov. They've got a blacksmith's there, and a small tavern. There's no love lost between the folks from Sheleov and Tachov. They're always out to spite each other. Some dispute about some meadow.
Well, I don't suppose those are the only villages around here.
It ain't far from Sheleov to Semin. Sir Jan, the owner, he got a big stud farm with fine horses, and down by the water, a mill. The biggest village in these parts is Troskowitz, what lies at the foot of the castle. The local bailiff has his seat there, and there's a tavern too. Then there's Nabakov Fortress, Sir Yaromir's seat. There's a mill at the foot of it. But Pavlena knows more gossip about folk around here. She goes out and about. I stay home these days and hardly meet a soul.
How come you live out here?
That's just the way it is. It's for me to know, and you to find out.
Ah. All right. I won't pry.
Ooh, maybe she was some, like, big witch, alchemist, assassin. I don't know.
What about those armed men who came here?
Interesting.
Damned if I know. I just hope they don't show up here again. Take care now.
Just look at this. Cinema. So pretty. I want to live here. With Wi-Fi and a good computer.
Finally! Where do you keep dallying?
My apologies, sir. I'm here now. We can get going.
Henry, don't provoke me.
I don't think Trosky Castle is going to go anywhere. So what's the rush for all of a sudden?
We have a crucial mission, and things are already fucked up quite enough. I intend to return to Ratai with good news and to do it quickly. Let's go!
Okay, fine.
What about the rest of our company?
Well, they're dead.
Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trosky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trosky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Mutt is my first
Hold on a bit.
priority.
Before we hit the road,
Mutt and
there's
Pebbles.
something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since
What?
over the hills and far away.
Yanking my pizzle? What? Wait, what does that mean? What's a pizzle? I have to Google this. I'm sorry. I have never heard this word in my life. It's a dried bull pee-pee that are used as chew toy for dogs. Of course he would say that. This is amazing sentence. I will not forget this.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him.
Is he
one day.
talking about a
I
vision?
promise you. And your sword, too.
Because I don't remember.
But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
He probably got it from that, like, body.
Where'd you get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
Aww. Just taking screenshots. Excuse the little, like, stutter. I've noticed it lags when I try to take, like, thumbnail pictures. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. It looks like a little, like, hobbit house. So cute. How did they make this? What is this? I'm getting chills. This is insane. This looks better than the environments in fantasy games. Like, it looks so magical. castle, remember? Such a jam. That was really beautiful. I love that.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Hello? Let us in!
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
We don't have a note, though. They're gonna think that we are crazy.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Hello?
Fucking shit!
Is that Dookie?
Cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai. Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's
Okay.
a horseman approaching.
We're gonna come
in
back to
King
that.
Sigismund's colours.
Now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
Do you guys remember?
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Drink? Do you guys remember when I mentioned that what if those guys are the bandits? I guess Thomas was actually ambushed by the bandits and they took their, like, armor. That's probably what happened. And they were just, you know, raiding everything.
You two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
That's not
As
gonna...
the gentleman wishes.
That's not gonna work, sir.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
And Hans smells like ass.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Wash and change. What are we gonna change to?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
We can go back. We'll earn some coin then.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not
have to
afraid of
work.
work.
Yeah.
And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
A laughingstock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
I'm just as much to blame for their deaths as you. We're in this together.
At least we should give them a proper burial as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
We're gonna be hearing that a lot.
Food.
This playthrough.
About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
At least it's something. Oh!
What is it?
Cowabunga!
It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you.
Get them,
Waiting for?
girly.
She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
She's the lady from the posters with the bow. Ah,
I'd be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's
castle.
another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof.
Is it me?
Stinks like something died here.
Hi.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an
It's
acrobat
my
who
earth
finds
shield.
tricks.
What was that?
This is a gamer send. What do you mean? Damn, I don't think that's gonna be enough, sir.
Him and his men were attacked by bandits. Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ.
You ain't ever been
Lord von
tempted to
Burgos
try
is
it.
beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
And we can talk to her. Okay, so she's just gonna wait here.
Hell,
Hi.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Oh, it was a
I
different
work at
woman.
the castle and I wasn't at any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Damn.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
She's so pretty. She probably was not supposed to be there, maybe, and that's why she keeps
Can't
hiding.
get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Man.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
For work. Because she fed us, so we have to do some stuff for her now.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just
Okay.
chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
Okay. That kind of work is beneath us. He was covered in poo. Henry.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallots.
Scallots.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Then okay. So this little star indicator, when you go to the innkeepers, if they have this little star indicator and they do kind of like you have higher reputation with them, they will tell you about the gossip, and then you will see the tiny stars appearing on the map, which means that those are the quest givers. So that's how you will find the quest givers, which is really nice.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about.
Oh, this is the main
nothing
quest
else.
star. Okay,
Young
this is
Lord
different.
Selene is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskowitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathhouse wench.
Mm-hmm. Noble. Oh, you learn noble marriages. Nice.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Selene is his vassal.
Who is this Semine?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Selene. The
Oh.
fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Selene is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Selene, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Mm-hmm.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here, and that's a big problem.
Where can I find work here?
First, you gotta carry them sacks for me, so don't bother looking anywhere else yet.
Well, yeah.
But otherwise, you can find work anywhere. You just need to keep your eyes open and not be afraid to ask. Try Radovan the smith for one. He's a bit odd, but he'll pay decently for a helping hand. Come to mention it, he's sat just round the corner there, if you want to ask him about it. And that fella next to him is Miller Crazel. He needs helpers now and then, but watch out for him. You know what they say about Millers.
I've heard things, all right.
Well then, be careful.
Is it about, like in the previous game, the miller was kind of part of a thieves guild? Is that what they say about millers? And you guys have suggested that I do, I think, blacksmiths quest first, if I'm not mistaken.
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskowitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
Where do you want the sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. so you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Yeah.
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that.
No. Oh, wait. I can ask her one more question. Like, where is the pantry? And I did not see that.
Where's the pantry?
Second door inside the tavern. You can't miss it.
Okay.
What did you say about the smith?
Radovan, a decent sort. He's got some odd ways and he curses like the devil at times. But there's no finer blacksmith. His smithy's in Takov. That's a bit out of the way, but he always does such a good job. Folks don't mind going the extra distance.
That's nice.
What did you say about the miller?
Crazel? He's a bit of a rogue. Spends all his time in Lower Samine Mill pretending to mill flour.
Excuse me? He doesn't mill flour then?
Aye, he does, but it's just I've heard tell he gets up to all sorts of things there. Witchery and the like.
Witchery? I thought it would be
those sacks.
Nice
something
and
about
steady,
thieving.
so you don't do your back.
Okay, this should be our, like, well, yeah, this should be our main quest, kinda, like helping with sacks, but I do want to speak to some of the NPCs as well. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna take a very long time. So let's just look around, talk to everyone.
God be with you.
I'm with you.
God be with you.
I'm with you.
Cheers.
Aye.
Good day.
Good day.
Greetings.
Okay.
Are you the bailiff, son?
Hi, that's me. Who are you?
None of your business, Henry from Skalitz.
I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler of Dvorets.
That's a long name.
What is that face?
I'll probably forget after a few
So
tankards
weird.
anyway. What do you want? You don't think you're gonna wangle some coin out of me, do you?
No, no. I'll just have a couple of questions.
Ask away. I have plenty of time.
I have no idea what that face was.
What's going on here in the region apart from that?
Apart from the bandits, nothing much. Life's peaceful enough. The war has steered clear of us, thankfully. Lord von Berghoff is respected throughout the kingdom. But high politics is nothing for me. I don't stick my nose into it.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts.
Aye, that's true. My sister is marrying young Lord Samine. A big affair. Guests from the whole region will come. Maybe from as far away as Gutenberg. Even von Berghoff will come. That's how important our family is.
Look, I need to pass on an important message to von Berghoff. But I can't get into the castle because of what happened to us. Do you think you could...
Invite you? Not a chance. I don't know you from Adam.
It would only be for a while.
Look, loads of lackeys like you will be needed at the wedding. Try asking for a job.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking.
not saying you're sure to get to von Berghoff that way, but you can try.
Yeah, like we can pour drinks or something, you know?
You must know young Lord Semine, don't you?
Aye, he's a close friend. Although he's been acting a bit odd recently.
Odd? Odd how?
He spends more time in the woods than at home. Always riding off somewhere and doesn't want to talk about it.
That's weird.
Maybe he'll be his old self after the wedding.
Maybe we can follow him in the woods and see what he is doing.
I'd like to ask about the...
No, I'm not inviting you.
Thanks.
Damn.
I have to be off.
Wait a moment. Since you're here, do you play dice? It occurred to me we could roll a few. What do you say?
I've got nothing to wager.
That's a shame. It's no fun if there's nothing at stake. You know what? If you beat me, we'll work something out with the wedding.
Oh, now I'm
Righteous,
playing.
you mean?
You'd have to beat me first.
Mhm.
And that's not going to happen.
We'll see about that. Let's play.
You really are desperate to get to the wedding, huh?
Yes. I mean, you never know.
Oh, Fortuna, may the best player win.
Maybe it's gonna be a streamer luck. 2,000. Goal is 1,000. Wait. Score and pass? I won.
My God.
Bloody hell. You've played before. Admit it.
True. I can't deny it.
Thank God we weren't playing for coin.
Damn.
You'd have cleaned me out.
Well, we were playing for something else. So I hope you're going to keep your word.
Well, it's not that easy, you know. I can't just invite every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Only my old man can do that.
You were lying then?
A bit. But look on the bright side. We had a game, and you didn't lose anything.
Good for you.
Didn't win anything either.
You can still get to the wedding as a lackey. If you make an effort.
Man.
Innkeeper, that beer!
Screw this guy.
When the time comes,
Mind where you're
I'll
going.
take her to the butcher.
Greetings.
To you too.
Wait, was the person that I was supposed to... Oh no, it was here. We just talked to him. Yeah, there was this like an area indicator, and I thought I missed it, but we just talked to him, so...
Greetings to you.
Likewise, lad.
I haven't seen you here before. Where are you from?
I'm not local. I ran away from Skalitz. Sure.
I fled from Silver Skalitz.
Silver Scarlets? You people mine silver there?
Aye. Well, we did. Until Sigismund attacked us.
Bugger me.
He needs coin for his troops, so he goes after the silver. The sly ginger fox. Even the Kuttenbergers surrendered to him not long ago, I heard.
Did you lot surrender to him as well?
He'd have had to talk to us first. They just attacked, burnt down the village, and slaughtered most of the people.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, God, welcome their souls.
This is a miller.
Christ, we've been spared that kind of misfortune
We
so
need
far,
blacksmith.
eh, Radovan?
That's because they have silver, and we ain't got shit, Crazel.
Good point.
What do they call you, lad?
Henry.
I'm Henry.
So, Henry, what was it you were after?
Since you've joined us.
I heard there's going to be a big wedding in these parts. What do you know about it?
That's right. A big affair in Samin.
Everyone wants to go.
And anyone who's not invited is trying to worm their way in somehow. Not me, though. I couldn't give a toss.
Because you weren't invited, eh?
Of course I was invited. But what do I care about young Samin and the bailiff's lass? We're all just playthings in God's hands. One day, our earthly bonds will vanish in time, like smoke.
Trying to sound clever again, are you, Crazel?
All I'm saying is that these petty affairs of men leave me cold.
Sod that, it's gonna be big. Even Lord von Burgo himself is gonna be at the wedding. And he hardly ever shows his face in public.
Would it be possible to get to von Burgov, even though he keeps his distance from people?
I don't know. He's either locked away in his castle or traveling somewhere. And he's powerful and important. So the only chance of meeting him is at the wedding. At least for us who are invited.
And everybody will want something from him. He'll be dancing for joy, I can tell you.
Could someone get to the wedding without an invitation?
Someone? You mean? Forget it, looking like that.
Well, I think it might be possible, using certain methods. A play of light and shadow, a cloak as black as night.
What are you going on about? More Miller's witchery?
All right. I won't say another word.
Semin's bound to keep a damn close eye on his big day. So you won't get in without an invitation.
Oh yeah, this is okay, it's a miller and a blacksmith sitting next to each other. I did not read his name. I thought both of them were millers, and then blacksmith was sitting somewhere else. Okay.
So, how can I get to the wedding?
The best thing would be to find a job that be needed there.
Aye. There's always lots of hands needed at a wedding. As the hours
That's
pass
true.
and the guests raise their goblets, they'll lower their guard.
I haven't been here before, and I'd like to learn something about this region.
What's there to say? It's not a bad place to live.
It's usually peaceful, thank God. I don't like too much excitement.
You've got good reason to hide, I reckon.
That's enough of your mudslinging. It's actually good to live in an estate where the Lord's away most of the time.
That's true. Just a couple of villages, rocks, fields, not even a church worth the name, in fact. That's despite Otto van Burgo being one of the kingdom's most powerful nobles. The darkest place is under the candlestick, as they say.
When his lordship isn't in these parts, his chamberlain stands in for him. Ulrich von Schomberg's his name.
Yeah, I saw him on the gate tower, when he sent us packing like beggars.
Aye, he's a right haughty bastard. On the other hand, he can be negotiated with.
If you can get to him.
So it's peaceful.
Aye. Except there's more trade right now because of the wedding.
But we'll be back to our old ways in a month from now.
Misclicked.
Thank God.
I'm looking for work.
And what can you do?
I can do a lot of things. But mainly, I'm a blacksmith.
Bugger me. A blacksmith, you say? That makes two of us. And my apprentices have just vanished along with my goods, the bastards, when I'm swamped with work. If you're not talking shit and you can wield a hammer, we'll shake on it. And if you prove your worth, I'll even take you to that wedding.
Why would you work at a forge? Come and work for me at the mill. It's a cleaner job, and easier. And I can get you to that wedding too.
Leave it out, you rogue. I asked him first.
So we can work for both of them. But let's do the smithy.
My own pa was a blacksmith.
And then
so
we
I
can do
spent
the
my
other
whole
one.
childhood at the forge. I know how to handle a hammer and bellows.
Bugger me. That's a lot more than the last lot I had. Whenever you're passing by that way, drop into my forge in Takov and ask for Radovan. That's me.
About that...
I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, I thought I could maybe say, like, oh, where is the mill? Something.
I'd like to ask...
You've heard all you need to know, haven't you?
I've got to be going.
Wait, there's something else I want to ask. What brought you all the way from Scarlet's? And who's that companion of yours?
We were straightforward with you, so don't be shy and tell all.
It's a long story. What I will say is that fella who looks like he sleeps in a dung heap is Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. We were supposed to deliver a message to Lord Bombergov at Trosky. We set up camp down by the pond, and in the evening we were attacked by bandits. They slaughtered our men. It was only through luck that we saved our skins. We lost everything, even the letter. So they wouldn't let us into the castle.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'd send you packing myself. But it's true, there's bandits marauding in these parts.
Yeah.
They're getting bolder and bolder. Even attacked a patrol from the castle recently.
And they got the armor.
These are evil times. Nothing never happened like that in
So-
King Charles's day.
Farewell then, Henry.
Farewell.
Hired hand. Do, 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 do. Okay, let's talk to him.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
So I noticed, and you took your time coming back to me. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Sir Older, the son of a respected nobleman from nearby Semine Fords, is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, the local bailiff. It's the talk of the town. Invitation only, it seems. But getting to the wedding isn't as impossible as it might seem. There'll be lots of jobs to do for it. So we could get there as help for the blacksmith, or miller, and maybe someone else.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trosky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Like I said, there's going to be a lot of work involved in a wedding like that. That's our chance.
Work. Well, if you want. But how will you get me to the wedding?
Yeah, good luck.
I thought we could both get jobs there.
I'm sure there are other options.
There's
Come
something else we have
on.
to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
No one cares. No one knows. Nobody will recognize you.
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face.
Who
And when everything's
cares?
cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
Don't be spoiled. You'll have to try it. Everyone has to work. I don't think this will be a good option because he's gonna get defensive. Let's just encourage him to like, hey, come on, just try.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us.
Oops.
Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Oh my god. I don't think we can get through to him because he is very stubborn and he already made up his mind.
I understand. I'm in your service, so I'll carry all the sacks. Even your share.
Thank you, Henry. And don't worry, I'll pay you back for your hard work.
I'm on it.
Thanks again for accepting it with humility. And fear not, friend, I'll repay the favor.
How? By giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some
I think he's
gear,
gonna find us.
We'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
That would be kind of you.
I knew you'd be pleased.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Where is that bloody innkeeper?
The innkeeper told me we should move the sacks.
So what are you waiting for? I'm bored to death already. I'll move each sack so you can get a better grip on it. But don't expect no more from me.
Oh my
God grant you help.
god.
Oof. That isn't half heavy. Oh.
An ale, as usual.
And then it's the second. Oh, here, pantry, yeah. We have to put it on an elevate. Is that a rat? We have to put it on an elevated area. Because if we put it on the floor, it's gonna spoil. Okay, I think that's where it needs to. Can we put it down on the floor? I don't even think that's an option. Yeah, so it's not, as long as it's not directly on the floor, I think it should be good. Yeah.
Look out!
So we have to carry 5. I feel like the innkeeper lady will see that we are doing this alone and maybe she will give us something little extra. I don't know. Because, you know, people notice these kinds of things. Hopefully.
Listen to this. Ei incumbit probatio, qui dicit non qui negat.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Why the long face?
Oh. No. And I doubt you do either.
The burden of proof is on the one who declares, not on the one who denies. So you see, I speak Latin. I've just proven to you that I'm a nobleman.
You've proved fuck all. Remembering some words you heard in church doesn't make you a nobleman.
I'd expect you to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big mouth.
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you we lost everything.
Oh my god, this is like a league chat.
Nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by a pond? Out in the open?
What do you know about it?
More than you, judging by the shit you talk.
Damned insolence.
Yeah.
Just an idiot, a stupid, ignorant village yokel.
Hey, your insults are starting to fucking annoy me.
Oh yeah? Well, you've been annoying me the whole time.
He comes here from God knows where, talks out of his ass, and is then rude to boot?
I'll have you all horsewhipped for this one day, you curs!
You should be careful you don't get a beating first. You know what?
Hold up.
I've had enough of your bullocks. Sit down and shut your mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
Just try it, you worm. Just try it.
I might just do that.
Yeah, this is definitely a League of Legends solo queue chat. Damn.
What did you say?
Oh.
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trosky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Guys, let's relax.
Stop insulting our dead companions.
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull story?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Did you hear what that lying nobody wants?
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
Oh, he's gonna get punched.
You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh no.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Damn!
Go to hell!
Did you hear that? Okay, stamina. Wait, so everyone is fighting now? Ow. Innkeeper is gonna kick us out. I have not even finished. Suck on these. Okay, watch out for the guy on the side.
Take that fucker out, damn it!
Stamina. Oh.
Yeah, you want to try me?
Oh. That was weird. Ow.
Hooray, you bastard.
No, I thought I punched him. What? Yeah, that was weird.
Enough's enough. Time to die, you bastard.
Die? We are fist fighting at the bar. The fuck?
Nice hit.
Ow.
You're out now, you shit! Los, hands!
Let him have it!
Hey, get it! Fuck
Ow.
you!
I think we might.
I don't have the whole
Are we supposed to lose this, I wonder? Man, let me get my stamina.
Show your stuff!
Gonna look on target.
Nice! Shit! This is unbelievable! Fuck that!
Slice him up!
Man, Hans is getting boinged.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
I was trying to do my job. No.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
Oh no.
You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle, but no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Oh my god, I love this. I don't think I've had this much fun playing a single player game
Who the hell do you think you are?
in a while.
I'm the only one of us with any sense. I'm not the one who acts like a spoiled child.
Spoiled child? You're in danger of crossing the line, Henry. Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Okay, that's really mean. That was not necessary.
Well, nothing to say, yokel?
That was really
I can't
mean.
believe I ever bothered with you. My so-called protector Adjutant? You're a waste of space. It was me who had to save your life. You can
Okay.
even keep an eye on your fucking mutt.
Sir, what the fuck? That's way too far.
You still can't think of anything to say, eh? All right. Have it your way. We really have nothing more to say to each other.
I don't think making peace would even work. It's just, yeah, there's no reasoning here. He just went off.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto.
Hey! Bogo!
The melody of hope and then just slap.
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
Oh, the back must really hurt.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
I really, yeah, the way he acts is really not nice.
If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I really hope Hans is gonna have a character growth, because I understand that he's a noble and his upbringing was very different, obviously, and that, you know, that's why he has such an inflated ego. But I really do hope we're gonna see him like being humbled a little bit more and just not acting like this, because yeah, it's really stinky. Ugh. And it's really sad how he spoke to Henry. He did not deserve that. Oh yeah, I would just that's why I just stayed silent, because it's just, what do you say to that? It's just, okay, man. Whatever. Okay, so we got an achievement, which is great. Every one of your actions has consequences. If you commit crimes, the world around you and its people will react to them. What is a crime? Anything an honest Christian should avoid. So a crime was killing, innocent, steal, break into other people's homes. Okay, so just like general stuff. Consequence of crimes reports you to the guards, engaging in confrontation themselves. New crime. You are not safe even if no one catches you or red-handed. Perhaps people aren't stupid. They might decide or deduct it was you who did it. That's so cool. With the reputation and player card, P on the reputation tab. Some people treat you, some likes you, they will greet you kindly, and merchants may even give you discounts. Oh, that's nice. They might not even talk to you. You can improve your reputation by completing tasks. You can make it worse by committing crimes and acting dishonestly. Face threats among people. So yeah, they just talk and gossip. Improving your reputation. Better reputation can always be redeemed by paying unrest. If there's a lot of crime going on in the area, people will become more vigilant, arm themselves, and guard will call in reinforcements. When things are a bit settled down, everything will return to normal.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up lord of Perkstein.
Did you drink away your hose?
Hey, over here. Well, come on. I don't bite.
Who is this?
Are you?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh.
Was she at
For
the
what?
I've
pond?
been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Barely. Look at me. They just let me out of the pillory. Nobody wants anything to do with me. And I don't even know what hill that is over there.
Well, that there hill is Slatego. And you pull yourself together. Like Tomcat says, nothing's impossible. And bruises build character.
What is this guy doing back here? Tomcat.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon.
Damn.
Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, or help in the tavern. But I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller, or a nomad. But don't say it too loud, the locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Why? Why did I lose reputation? So weird.
Where are you headed? If you're only passing through here.
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With the city folk, it's bound to be better.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long, just until I find a way to make a living.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it. I've
That
been
is
in
true.
the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me like
Did
this.
they not
At
give
least
me
you're not walking around bare-assed.
back my
Although
items?
that might not be a sorry sight.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather you tell me where I might get some clothes.
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin, a monk's robe, or perhaps Sir Brunswick's armour?
Not stand out too much. Could use some armor. I'd like you to look noble. Oh, I do like this one though, like some lightweight. You know what I was thinking? In the previous playthrough, I went with a heavy armor, and it was basically a knight. And I was kind of thinking if I could learn how to parry and block really well, if I could wear maybe like medium or light armor and two-handed sword, that would be a really cool like style. But also because of how realistic this game is, I'm kind of scared that it's not going to give me enough armor and I'm going to get hurt really easily. So I don't know.
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary.
Let's go with this one.
I'd like to blend in with the locals and not attract attention.
Let's try it.
After what you did here with that friend of yours, even the deaf and blind would immediately recognize you. But between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
Oh, she just gave me some stuff.
I have no money. I might as well beg on the village green like you.
The hell you will. This is my turf. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's partly your doing anyway.
Wow. I mean, thank you. Seriously.
Yeah, don't start crying. You'd better find some work quick.
Damn. I could use a horse. It'll take years to get to Semin on foot.
Don't exaggerate. This province is small.
Still, it'll be faster with a horse.
There's a stud farm in Semin, renowned far and wide.
And which way is Semin?
Southwest from here, not too far. There's a road goes right there from the green. Just go down the hill. Once you see the walled farmhouse, you're there. Though I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semin.
Do you know where I might find accommodation?
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay. But you have to pay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again. Got any other ideas?
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep too.
I think I will go back to the tavern and talk to the lady and maybe like finish up the job or something or say sorry to her.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout he was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started smithing the gift for the groom. So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Okay.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Oh, she was really nice. You learned Beckers. Hunting sword. Oh no, we still have all the stuff. It seems. That's nice. Did I get a level or anything? We have speech. Silver tongue. I did some, I added some points before recording this. Just basic stuff. Because I had to go through like a lot of them. Okay. Quality of health. You can sell and buy weapons, armor, and clothing. Oh, that's good. Actually, I'm gonna go with this one. Because we're gonna need that, especially in the early game. Okay. Oh boy, what's happening? Find out what happens to Mutt. Yes. Cat. Gain access to the wedding party. Okay. Is there a way to like untrack something? Ah. So, because the second game came out, my first playthrough, like the first game, was a little bit rushed because I was trying to get to the second one. And I did focus mainly on the main quest, but usually the way I play RPGs is I will do everything but this, and when everything is done, then I'm gonna continue with the main quest. So we're gonna do a bunch of just like side missions and all the fun stuff. Oh, but I will track this to get the blacksmith. Okay, so here's the miller and the blacksmith is up there. Got it. Focus on map. Can I hide the journal? That, like, if I could hide this, that would be nice. Oh, there we go. So one of my favorite things in the first game was zooming in on specific areas and just looking at all these little details. It is so beautiful and so unique. Just look at that. And you can kind of tell what the village is known for or what they mainly do based on the little like pictures and paintings that they have. Like they have a castle here, a graveyard. Maybe rumors of necromancy, who knows? Those are a bunch of sacks coming in. That's so cool. I love that. Okay, what is this? Tipster. Oh, this is... I think this is a tavern. Okay. What is this logo? Checkpoint. Ooh. Best tipster. Oh, I believe this is just an activity. Because there are side missions and then there are activities that are kind of repeatable. They don't really do anything for the main mission. It's just repeatable quest. Okay, we are wearing clothes. I'm just gonna wash myself really quickly. So we can talk to people and, you know. Oh my god, this guy has been floating. Hard. Is this a fast travel point? It is! Oh, they changed it. I actually really like the big fast traveling point in the first one. With the horses, that was really cute. West tipster. Okay, let's go here.
Good day to you.
Hi. Discovered scribe. Oh, hello.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy.
They're gonna
but
say
he's
this a
still
lot
in Prague.
in this
He's
game.
hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
What happened?
And what happened?
So that's the side mission.
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
I guess he's going to say nothing
What's
more.
new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takov again. Project the innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more?
Fresh graves?
You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the
Why
peasants won't
cabbages?
stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you.
And he just gave us a quest, which should make a little star, I think, appear. If... Yeah. There should be something. Also, they have a grave problem, so this is... That looks like. Oh, it's so cool. Like, it just tells a little story, and I love it so much. Okay, let's look around. Oh, also, I want to check this one skill. This was my favorite skill in the first game. It is in the reading scholarship section. Yes, they have it. The entire map is revealed, showing all settlements, fast travel points, hunting grounds, caves. Okay, we're gonna need to get this, guys. That's gonna be our goal. Hired hand. Sharpening wheel. Oh! Trespassing. Trespass means you are on private property that tells you to leave. If you stay there, you will get angry and trespass will become crime. Hired hand. Hello. Alchemy bench. Okay, let's go and do some quests then. Combat training. Go to see Tomcat, Mutt. Our first objective is to find Mutt, but I really need a horse. New quest. Oh yeah, there's a new quest over there. Okay, so we're gonna go to the blacksmith. I think that should not be too bad. And then going to the blacksmith will give us a horse. And we can, you know, like travel and do all the other stuff and find mud as well. Because I don't want to just run around back and forth. And I want to directly just get a horsey. And I really hope that I'm remembering it correctly and it was a blacksmith. Man, look at this game. It's little sheep. Can I pet them? Hi. No, don't be scared. It's a ram. No, I can't pet them. So cute. Look at this. So pretty. Man. I would love to live in a rural place like this. With good internet, water, heating, and nice computer. If those things are there, I will never leave.
What's that?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it.
Aww.
That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
How can I help?
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
I don't know if this is gonna work because the way I'm dressed.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
Oh wait, okay.
Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah! Oh!
Can you come this way? I mean, I don't want to kill him. Like, knock him out. Is that not enough? Sir? Oh yeah, he got up, okay. Ooh. He never said to stop!
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
Oh, I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
How does he not have a horse? As a messenger. Oh my god, look at this! It looks so magical! It's like an entrance to an elven village or something. It's so pretty. Like, playing this game makes me so happy, and I have not felt like this for a very long time about a game. It's so beautiful. Every aspect of it is so beautiful.
That's a fine maypole.
What is this? Is this something for wedding? Maple. Horsey.
God bless.
Hello. Man, the food here looks so good. All the soups.
What do you want here, you yokel?
Show me your wares.
2 parts. Merchant's inventory, buying goods, and Harry's inventory for selling them. Items buy to sell place, basket. Basket tab with a little information about the current transaction, such as how much money you have and total price. Okay. Then you can negotiate the price and stuff. Painted dice. Badges.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
No.
Let's see what you've got.
Sleep and save. You can buy a night's rest. You can strength as well as save your game. The rented bed.
You having problems with the Zheliovites?
Not just me, my friend. They're the biggest bastards around. They've been nothing but trouble for years. The winter before last, they piled snow in front of everyone's doors at night, so no one could get out of their house. And last year, they broke into my cellar and pissed in my beer barrel.
Gracious.
Man.
I hope you got your aim back on them.
Not yet, no. But since you're here, I've got a plan you could help me out with. I'd pay you well. You can count on that.
And what exactly would you like me to do?
Don't worry. I won't make you do any shoveling or pissing anything. But I'll tell you exactly what I have in mind, only after you promise to help me. I'd hate to reveal my plan, only for you to go off and tell the Zheliovites right away.
Well, if you've got it all figured out, why don't you do it yourself?
Right. And who's going to run the inn in the meantime, eh? Besides, everyone in Zheliov knows us. If someone from here shows up there, they'll get suspicious.
All right. I'll help you.
Listen up then. Old Olbram, the owner of the biggest plot of land in Zheliov, has this beautiful bull. White as snow he is. The finest animal far
Do we
and
paint
wide.
it?
Obviously, he's very proud of it. Very protective, too. Now I mean, you, will give his beautiful snow-white bull a nice new coat of paint. Olbram is going to lose his mind. Simple, right?
Painting a bull, eh? That sounds like fun.
Right. We just have to work out a few details. First, we have to get some paint. I don't reckon we'll be able to get any here in the village, but you can try and ask Bartoszek, the tailor in Troskowitz. I hear he dyes his own fabric. And after that, we'll have to make sure the bull stays still while you're painting it. Try asking Radovan, the local blacksmith. I hear he can make some kind of sleeping potion. If you pour it in the bull's water trough, I'm sure it'll do the trick. But watch out. That beast is enormous. You'd better put at least 3 doses of the potion in there.
All right, then.
3?
Olbram's bull will be getting a new coat of paint.
Olbram's going to lose his mind. I can't wait. And remember, it's supposed to be a joke. If you get caught or something goes wrong, the whole thing will be ruined.
Right. So I need paint, sleeping potions, and to not get caught. Why do you and the Zhelyov lot hate each other so much, anyway?
It's their fault. They keep playing tricks on us. Olbram's the worst of them all. The nasty old codger. He's always coming up with ways to mess with us. He's the one that stole our pasture.
Pasture?
What pasture did they steal from you?
What's
the one
that?
that stretches from the orchard behind the Takov down to the gamekeeper's lodge. It's been ours since time immemorial, but the Zhelyevites took it from us.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the jokes, will you? This is fucking serious. There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge that marks the edge of our land. My father, God rest his soul, was there when they agreed on it. He got a proper ass kicking so he'd remember it. And remember it he did. But then fucking Olbram came along, claiming it was the other way around. And that pasture belonged to Zhelyov.
Well, can't you all just reach some kind of agreement?
Do you think we haven't tried? But there's no talking to the Zhelyevites. Year after year we meet in that pasture. I tell it like it was, but Olbram always starts spewing his lies. Then we end up arguing until the sun sets. And when the Zhelyevites are at wit's end, they come at us, and nothing ever gets solved. We managed to convince them to at least give us back half the pasture. But I know the whole bloody thing belongs to us. We can't just leave things like this.
And how did they take it from you? You can't exactly stuff a pasture in your purse and walk away with it.
Save the... There's a tree down by the gamekeeper's lodge
Yeah,
that
we
marks the edge of our
told
land.
this.
My father...
Oh, okay. When it's not grayed out, I usually click on it again to make sure that, you know, there's no like extra piece of dialogue missing or anything.
Well, that's a tough nut.
Oh, he liked it.
Have you tried asking Lord von Burgov for help?
Of course, but he'd have none of it. He said it's up to the Troskowitz bailiff to sort it out. But the bailiff couldn't care less. He said we should deal with Olbram ourselves, or he'll have us caned and clapped in the pillory.
So pasture is a piece of land, right? Pasture. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a piece of land. Just making sure. Oh, it saved. Nice.
Of course not. We men just got to stick together.
Frying rack. Blacksmith for help. Get into the wedding party with the help of the blacksmith. Okay. Let's just talk to him. Something leveled up? Survival. Oh. And I think we got a perk point. Pushing is dangerous trade and the quest you can sell herbs and games. Trophy for double the price. Wanderer. The quality of beds increase higher your survival skill is, but at most perk will improve the quality of bed by 50%. For quality beds, the perk has no effect. So you can just sleep in a random place. Let's go with Wanderer for now, because I'm not really gonna do a lot of hunting. Yet, at least. And having a comfortable bed is a bit better. Hi!
I need something that'll put animals to sleep. Project said you might know something.
Well, it's true. I used a concoction that will put even a startled mare to sleep in no time. I once accidentally drank some and slept for 3 days. But the recipe is an old blacksmith's secret.
Can I have that?
The kind you don't just give away.
Damn, I wish I could sleep for 3 days. Like a cat.
Wouldn't you tell a fellow blacksmith? My dad was a swordsmith, and I used to help him a lot.
But you didn't pay much attention, did you now? Otherwise, you'd know the recipe by now, and you wouldn't be asking me.
Aww.
No, I don't want it just for the sake of it. I need to use it against the Zhelyov lot.
So, Project and Olbram are at it again. Blockheads, both of them. And the place was just getting really nice and quiet lately. Well, what the hell. Maybe if I help you out, they'll start trading punches sooner and get it all over with. Pay up, and I'll tell you the secret.
Thank you.
What's the money? I have 5 gold.
So, did you want to make a deal?
I'll buy your sleeping potion recipe.
But I don't have the money, so can I do it later? Wait, is he gonna get offended?
So, did you...
All right.
Okay, yeah, and then you can tell him this.
I'm here then. You said in the alehouse that you could do with a helping hand at the forge, didn't you?
I could. My last 2 hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. What's your name? Henry?
That's right.
You said something in the tavern about being a blacksmith's son, didn't you?
Aye, that's me. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so the game saved, and
Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
I think I will pause it here, guys, so we can continue next time and progress with the story and everything. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye, everyone.